eat it, they'll be like, say what? It's vegan? So yeah. Hey guys, it's your girl, Chef Joya, and welcome back to another episode of Say What? It's Vegan. Now we're getting ready to make this Midwest meal, and this is really special to me because I learned how to do part of this meal from my best friend's mother. So I'm bringing this recipe to you. It's super easy, but I promise you, it's gonna be one of the best recipes you have. So let's get ready to make fish and spaghetti. Now, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, make sure you go ahead and hit the subscribe button and tell a friend to tell a friend. This is where you're gonna find the best vegan recipe there is on the internet. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this fish and spaghetti. We're gonna start off with our fish. Now, I like to use tofu for this. You can use banana blossoms, jackfruit, whatever it is you decide to use. One of the things you always wanna do with tofu is you wanna make sure you marinate the tofu. Or add some of that vegan Worcestershire sauce. Y'all hear me talk about it all the time. We're just gonna pour this all over the block of tofu, just like that. And you wanna make sure that this is extra firm tofu you're using. We have some seasoned cornmeal. You can buy it already seasoned, or you can go ahead and get some cornmeal, season it with a little bit of lemon pepper and my Just Magic seasoning, and you're ready and set to go, okay? So for our tofu, we're gonna go ahead and just break the pieces. So we got like a little tofu nuggets. Don't worry about it looking a little rough. It's okay. Once we fry it, it's all gonna look alike anyways. We're gonna take some nori fakaki, which is gonna give it some seafood flavor. If you don't have it, don't worry about it. But if you do, go ahead and add the extra flavor to it. Then I'm gonna go ahead and actually add a little bit of Just Magic seasoning. So I'm just going to toss this around a little bit. Not too much because I don't want it to break apart. And then we're gonna go ahead and add this directly to our cornmeal batter. Now, if you want to do a dry, wet, dry batter, you can absolutely do that with some club soda. Just have a different type of crunch to it. And next, we're going to take this and put this in some grease. And you want to make sure you fry it till it's nice and golden brown. All right, so we're going to make sure we shake this excess flour off. It should be sticking to it. So if you have your tofu nice and wet, it should stick to it pretty good. So you can use whatever oil you want. I like to use vegetable oil for this. We're just going to add our pieces in here and make sure we're not overcrowding it. And you see I got my paper towel, y'all. Now, if y'all want to grab your wire rags, go right ahead. My method ain't broke, you know what I'm saying? My grandma did it, her mama did it, aunties do it, they use the paper towel. All right, so right now I'm picking out the nice and golden brown pieces. You don't want it yellow, you want a nice and golden brown. We want that color. So if it's not like brown like this, it gotta stay a little longer, all right? So now that we got our lovely fish nuggets done, we're gonna go ahead and work on the spaghetti. Now I know you see me make my cheesy baked spaghetti that I have right here on YouTube, and it's also in my cookbook. It's so amazing. And my vegan southern fried fish recipe is in my cookbook. It's so amazing. So if you don't want the tofu version, definitely go ahead and get my cookbook so you can check out all my vegan soul food recipes with the measurements on there for you, okay? I learned this recipe when I was about 20, 21 years old from my best friend's mom. She taught me how to make her spaghetti, which is one of the best spaghettis I've ever had. All right, so we're gonna start off with a little bit of olive oil in the pan. I'm doing a little bit extra, right? So this part she did not do, but you know, we got the vegan meat and stuff going on, so we gotta add more flavor, all right? But I am gonna take some onions and some garlic. Oh, I love how that sizzle sounds, right? And then I'm gonna take a little bit of bell pepper. All right, as this is sauteing, I'm gonna go ahead and add my vegan ground meat. Well, this is about 12 ounces of the Impossible meat. And then I'm also gonna take some of the Beyond sausage, they're hot Italian, 2 to 3 sausages, and add it in for my meat mixture. So we're gonna go ahead and get this cooked down. We're gonna smash our vegan meat because we want this to be crumbles. All right, so now that we got this chopped up, it's still cooking. We're gonna go ahead and add the flavor in here. We're gonna add some onion soup mix, the beefy onion soup mix. Then we're gonna add some vegan Worcestershire sauce. If you have my Red House seasoning, go ahead and use that. That is preferred. I'm gonna actually use my Just Magic, because look at me running out my own seasons. That's how you know it's good and in demand. Make sure you go ahead and order you some for the new shipment, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and add my Just Magic. And then I'm also gonna add some Italian blends. All right, so now it's looking like meat, but it still ain't tasting like meat. So we're gonna add that little vegan beef bouillon into it, okay? Next part, this is super key, all right? When someone give you their recipe and tell you there's no other way to do it, you listen, okay? I was specifically told you have to use these 2 sauces. That's the only reason why you're getting this brand, because if you're gonna make this recipe, you only can use these sauces, nothing else. So you're going to use Prego, and then you're going to take Hunt's. Now, I bet you some of y'all thought y'all would never use Hunt's spaghetti sauce. I did too, until I had this recipe. You're gonna use some Hunt's spaghetti sauce. Then we're still gotta season it, right? Yes, we season the meat, but that ain't got nothing to do with the sauce. So we're gonna go ahead and take a little bit of black pepper. some salt, some garlic powder. Ooh, that was a lot. The onion powder. And we're gonna add some more Italian seasoning to this. Those of you who don't use sugar in your spaghetti, get your life, because you need some. Usually I use a little bit, but this recipe I'm gonna use a little bit more. It's not sweet, I promise you. It's gonna counteract that tartness. It's gonna counteract these other flavors that's in it, and it's gonna be absolutely delicious. All right, just a tad bit more, not too much. So we're gonna give this a nice little mix around. I'm gonna let this cook for about 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna taste it, and then we're gonna put it all together. Now that we have our spaghetti sauce done, we're gonna add it to our pasta. Now, I didn't think I needed to show you all how to boil pasta noodles, but just in case you don't know, you wanna make sure that your water is at a rapid boil. You're gonna use salt, a little bit of vegetable bouillon, because we don't want any ball head noodles. We're gonna make sure that we boil our noodles till al dente. Just look at the packages to see how long that you should cook it for. All right, so we're gonna take our mixture, we're gonna add this to it. I did take some of my pasta noodles out because I like mine super saucy, and I can always add some in it, all right? So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna mix this around. You want your noodles to drown in the sauce? Yes. Now, we're gonna have some coleslaw with it, because like I said, when we do that fish and spaghetti in Milwaukee, we have some coleslaw, some white bread, our spaghetti, and our fish, all right? If you're looking for how to make an amazing coleslaw recipe, definitely check out my cookbook. It's so amazing. As I said before, that's where you can find all the bomb vegan soul food recipes. All right, let's add this to it. So this is, listen, this is what your spaghetti should look like. This plate may not be the prettiest, but it is gonna be so good, all right? So when I say fish and spaghetti, remember I told y'all don't be putting the fish in the spaghetti. Nobody told y'all to do this. This is what fish and spaghetti is. All right, now that we have our fish and spaghetti done, I'm gonna go ahead and add my house sauce to it. It's just something that I do. Usually use like Red Hot in Milwaukee, but I'm gonna use Breakfast Belle hot sauce. This is actually a Black-owned woman brand. Make sure y'all check it out. I'll put a link below where you can actually find her hot sauces at. And we're gonna try it for the first time together, y'all. Let me go ahead and add a little sprinkle, little razzle. So let's go ahead and get our spaghetti. Listen, I'm so happy right now. Wow, this is delicious. Let's get this hot sauce a really a good taste test. That's actually really good. Let me know when you try this recipe out, because I know you will. As I said before, everyone is going to love it. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to my channel, Say What Is Vegan, and make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend where to find the best vegan recipes on the internet is at. See you soon. Ciao.